Okay, hello. Welcome to the today's lecture on DMUX. Okay, so we have watched the multiplexer in previous lecture, and that was many is to one circuit. Means there were many inputs and there was only one output, and depending upon the select line inputs, only one input was selected to the output. But it is in demultiplexer, it is reversed. So demultiplexer popularly known as DMUX, okay, popularly known as DMUX. It is a one is to many circuit. It is, first of all, this is also a combinational circuit. Okay, it is a combinational circuit. That is, there is no memory, and its output will depends upon the present input. Its output will not depend upon the previous inputs. Okay, so it has no memory, first thing, and it is 1:2 memory, 1:1 to many circuit. It is 1 to many circuit. So this is the reason, that is why it is also known as data distributor. So what is this symbol? Okay, so its symbol is opposite to the mux. Okay, so there is only one input, and that is I, and there are many outputs. Okay, there are many outputs. So here we are just taking the example of 1:4 mux, 1:4 DMUX. Okay, because all those things are the similar. Okay, so if outputs, number of outputs are, let us suppose, m. Number of outputs are m, and depending upon the select input, okay, this will connected to one of the output. Okay, one of the output, y0, y1, y2 and y3. Okay, so depending upon the select input value, this input will be connected to this one. So let us suppose, first we will make a truth table for DMUX. Okay, truth table for DMUX. Okay, so let us suppose here it is S1 and here it is S0. Okay, so what will be the value? 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 1. Okay, and its value output. Okay, so what will be the output? And input is only one, so there is no problem. So its output will be like there are 4 outputs, so we will count all the, we will mark out y0, okay, y1, okay, y2 and y3. These are the outputs, possible outputs. Okay, and this is I, this is the input I, no problem, this is I. Okay, and this is 1:4 DMUX. and its input is I, and depending upon its value, select inputs. These are the select inputs. Select inputs. So here select inputs are 2. Okay, and generally it is known as n. So here n is equal to 2 and here m equal to 4. Why? Because what is the relationship between the select input and the output lines? Output lines is equal to 2 to the power n. So these are the number of outputs and this n is select number of select input. Okay, so here n is equal to 2, number of select input is equal to 2, that's why m is equal to 2 to the power 2, that is 4. That is very simple. And what will happen when this S1 is 0 and this S0 is also 0, both are 0, what will happen? Okay, this input will be connected to this output and all the remaining output will be 0. Means at the Y0 will be I. Okay, when this is 0 and 0, Y0 will be I and all the remaining outputs will be 0. Okay, what will happen when this S1 and S0 are 0, 1? So this will connect it to Y1. So Y1 will be I, but all the remaining outputs will be 0. And when the value of S1 and S0 are 1 and 0 respectively, this input will be connected to this Y2 and Y2 will be equal to I and all other terms will be 0. And at the final section, when both of these are 1, in this case this I will be connected to Y3, so Y3 will be I and all other will be 0. Okay, so this is the truth table for demultiplexer. So what will be the logical expression? If we want to get the logical expression for Y, what will be the logical expression for Y0? What will be the logical expression for Y1? What will be the logical expression for Y2 and Y3 respectively? Okay, so to get that, see from here. So these are the select inputs. Okay, that. So what will be the value of Y0? So Y0 will be equal to this S1 bar S0 bar I. S1 bar I. Okay, what will be the I1? This Y1. So Y1 is nothing but multiplication of complement of S1, S0 and Y. So it will be equal to S1 bar S0 I. So likewise, what will be the Y2? Okay, Y2 will be this one, will be according to this. So S1 is S1, S0 is S0 bar. This is S1, this is S0 bar, and this is nothing but I. And what is Y3? Y3 is S1, S0 I. So this will be the outputs. Okay, so this will be the outputs. And if anyone want to implement this circuit, so that is very, very important. That is very, very easy, you can say. Why? Why? Because let us suppose these are the select inputs are there. Okay, these are the select inputs. This is S1 So we will take the complement of it by connecting a NOT gate. So this is S1 bar, and this is S naught, and this is S naught bar. Okay, so and here let us suppose this is the first input is I. This is I. Okay, or this is I. Okay, because I is connected to every output combination, so I will be connected to each output. So there are 4 outputs, and only AND gate is required to implement the Y naught. Only AND gate is required to implement the Y1, and so on. Okay, so there are 4 outputs, and there will be requirement of 4 AND gate. Okay, so this I is connected to everyone. I is connected to it is Y naught. Okay, and it is Y1, it is Y2, Y3. So this is I, this is I, this is I. Okay, so that is very simple. And now we have to connect S1 bar and S0 to get Y naught. So this is S1. So both of these will be bar. Okay, both of these are 0. So S1 bar, S0 bar. So this is S1 and this is S0 bar. So this will be connected to this. Okay, and this is S0. This is the S0 bar. So it will be connected to this. What is the expression for Y1? It is S1 bar, S0. Okay, so S1 bar, where is S1 bar? Here it is S1 bar. And where is S0? So here it is S0. Now what is the expression of Y2? S1, S0 bar. So it is S1. Okay, and this is S0 bar. And finally S1, S0. So this one is S0 and this is S1. So see, this is the very simple expression. This demultiplexer circuit contains only AND gate. Contains only AND gate. So circuit implementation like adder, subtractor or any other things is not possible with the help of demultiplexer. But with the help of multiplexer, it is possible to implement those circuits. Okay, because for implementation of any circuit we need AND OR circuit or AND circuit, but here it is only AND gates are there. So implementation of any combinational circuit with the help of demultiplexer is not possible. So one more thing we'll see that if someone want to implement a higher order mux using lower order mux, then what will happen? Okay, and one more thing, some people use the notation like this. Okay, a square box or rectangular box, that this is your input, one input is there and 4 outputs are there and there are 2 select lines. So its symbol, this symbol is also valid. Okay, so this is 1:4 demux. Okay, so do not say that no sir, you have said it will be like this and here it is this. No, both symbols are valid, but this symbol is more logical because there is less number of inputs now and there are more number of outputs. So this will be narrower and this will be wider. So this is the reason, that is why I generally use this symbol. You can choose it is your choice. Okay, you can choose any one of these. Okay, now we will see just one thing. Okay, that how can we implement higher order mux using lower order higher order demux using lower order demux. Okay, and how many mux will be there. Okay, so I will just give one example. Okay, so implementation. Okay, implementation of higher order mux demux using lower order demux. Okay, so that is very simple. Let us suppose we have 2:2. We have to make, let us suppose 4:1. 1:many, na? Yes, 1:many. 1:4 demux. Okay. We want to implement this one using 1:2 demux. 1:2 demux. So just do one thing. Okay, here it is 4, here it is 2. So divide this 4 with 2. So what we will get? We will get 2. Okay, and again divide this 2 with 2. Okay, so here it is 2 and it is 1. So there are 1:2 mux are demux are required to implement the 1:4 demux. Okay, so input is 1. Input is 1. So here it will be like this, and here it will be like this. So one thing we should consider here, that here it is I. Okay, and it is 1:2 demux. So here it is I. So it will be I think ink is slightly less in this pen, so no problem. Just one circuit implementation is there, so we'll see there is no any problem. So this is S1. Okay, this is S1, and take 2 more here like this. And here select lines will be S0, and here also it will be S0. Okay, so connect this output to the input of this, and connect this output to the input of this one. Okay, this is again 1:2 demux. This is 1:2 demux, and so one output, one input, two output, one input, two output, and one select lines. So let us see. If we will close like this, okay, so what we are saying, only one input is there, and there are 4 outputs, and there is 2 select lines. So select line will be same. Here it will be S1, S0. There will be also S0. Okay. So one more thing. Let us suppose anyone want to implement 1:8 demux using 1:2. So what he will do? He will divide this by this 2, 8. It will be 4. Okay, this 4 will again divided by 2. What will be the value? It will be 2. So this 2 will again divided by 2, and it will be 1. So how many 1:2 demux are required to implement this circuit? 4, 6, 7. 7, 1:2 demux are required to implement 1:8 demux. It is the, if you have seen the implementation of higher order mux using lower order mux, then it is the mirror image of that. Okay. Okay. So I think you have got the informative video, and you must have understood the demux, okay, definition, circuit implementation, and higher order mux using lower order mux. Okay, so thank you for watching, and if you have not subscribed my channel, then please subscribe it to get the informative and latest video that will be helpful to you, that will be beneficial to you. Thank you.